Most people think choosing a fabric is about finding the best one, the lightest, the strongest, the most waterproof, but that's the wrong question, and that's why so many bags fall apart, weigh you down, or feel completely wrong for how you use them. You see, there is no best fabric. Materials have trade-offs from weight, durability, fiber type, and color. The best material is the right one for the job. The sooner we understand that, the easier everything else will get. I'm Jameson from Ripstop by the Roll, here with Carryology in episode 1 of our series, What's the Right Textile for the Job? But today we're not talking about fabric at all, we're talking about you. Think of fabric like hiring someone. You wouldn't hire a marathoner to move your furniture, and you wouldn't hire a bodybuilder to run a 5K. Fabrics are similar, where they all have personalities and things that they excel at, and things that they really struggle with. So before we ever talk about a single fiber, we need to answer one question. What is this bag's job? We've identified 6 jobs, 6 types of people that actually build and buy, and I'd bet money that you fit into at least one of them. The point isn't for you to fit into a box or to only be seen as one of these jobs. It's to help you identify which category your next bag purchase fits into, to help you make the right decision on the bag and the material. This person is going into the wilderness for days on end, maybe even going after a through hike. But every gram matters, and everything you add to that pack is an important decision. This bag is going to carry your shelter, your food, your water, survival gear, but you're still meeting a certain weight criteria. For those of you looking for a sub 10-pound base weight, light means everything, and you're probably willing to trade off some durability to get there. Ultralight materials have come a long way in the past decade, starting with dynamic composite fabric, which inspired other materials like Challenge Ultra 100 and X-Pac's Hypertech line to become more prevalent. These materials boast a really high strength to weight ratio, which is crucial for applications like this. This is the weekend warrior. Day hikes, maybe the occasional overnight. They need something that can handle a rock scramble, a surprise rainstorm, or getting dragged through the mud, but they're not obsessing over grams. They want balance, tough enough to last, but light enough to enjoy. The key with the material in this category is longevity. If you're taking this bag out on the weekends, you expect to have it longer than the ultralight through hiker who might be spending 100 days in the wilderness per year. From terminal hallways, cobblestone streets, hotel lobbies, and commuter trains, this bag needs to look good, handle overhead bins without complaint, shrug off a rain shower, and not make you look too much like a tourist. Looks matter here. So does versatility, and so does not having to check a bag. Material selection on travel bags is one of the most controversial in the industry. Some designers index for weight, while others index for durability, and some prefer to put aesthetics over both of those. This is why it's so important for you to understand how you want your bag to function. It's also why X-Pac's VX21 has become one of the most popular materials in this job. It has the least amount of trade-offs with the most amount of upside and a wide color range, making it a top option for this application. This one gets overlooked all the time, and it really shouldn't. The work bag has one of the toughest jobs of all. It goes from your house to the car, the office, the gym, a train, and back again. All the while, it needs to carry gym shoes, lunchbox, a magazine, maybe that report that your boss wants. And meanwhile, it's getting shoved under a desk, it's sliding across a train, across your back seat, hung on a chair, and it needs to look professional while doing all of this. Material selection for the work bag is actually simpler than you may realize because the material just needs to be forgotten. This is where I think 500D and 1000D Cordura shine. A traditional woven pack cloth is unassuming and looks professional, all while having performance metrics that far exceed what your bag will ever go through. This is the bag that never leaves your side, and personally, this is my favorite type. From coffee shop, grocery store run, weekend trip, and everything in between. It's not a work bag, it's way more personal than that. It's an extension of who you are. It's carrying your most prized possessions. The fabric needs to look right, feel right, and hold up to the abuse that you put it through. Unlike these other bags, the right textile for an EDC pack will vary a lot depending on you. The fabric needs to match your personality and your type of EDC. If your everyday carry includes rock scrambling and hitchhiking, then you might want a textile that has an eye towards durability. But if your EDC is touring city centers, hopping in taxis, and working at coffee shops, then you'll probably want a fabric with an eye towards aesthetics. This is the person that simply cannot pick a lane. They want a bag functional enough to hit the trail on Saturday, but sharp enough to go to the office on Monday. This is where choosing different fabrics based on the panel of the bag is your superpower, and we'll get into that in episode 5 of the series. You see, we've only talked about one fabric per bag up to this point, but great bags often select different materials based on the area of the bag. This is one of the ways to optimize performance, aesthetics, and function. And finally, the person that simply wants their bag to look impeccable. You see, a lot of high-end designers don't design bags for the everyday function, but those bags will carry the look, the feel, and the prestige that you want. Nowadays, there are materials and designers that can make a bag look chic but still carry the day-to-day function that you need. This is where the modern ability to print on technical fabrics is so exciting, because not only can you get a world-class material, but you can print any color, print, or pattern onto that fabric and get the exact look that you want as well. So which one are you? Honestly, most of us are probably a mix, and a lot of us probably have bags in just about every category. And that's completely fine. The point isn't to put yourself in a box, it's to get honest about what you want that bag to actually do. Because here's what's happened when you skip this step. You pick a fabric that looks cool, that somebody on the internet said was awesome, and then 6 months later, you're wondering why the bottom of your bag torn out, or it weighs as much as a small child. In episode 2, we're going to learn to read fabric, how to understand what those names and numbers mean in plain English with no textile degree required. See you there.